Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going? So tonight we're super excited. We're gonna do a Pat Metheny reaction for Colin. Oh my god, we had the most beautiful call with Colin the other day. It was so nice to meet you personally over the phone and to hear your voice. You know, it's always nice to have a voice,
a personal connection.
Yeah, but it's also nice to have a voice behind the writing. You know, I just knew Colin because of his writing.
Yes.
He has everybody has a particular style, and but it's nice to also know now the voice. And you're like the fifth or sixth person that we actually know. You know. So it was really a pleasure again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you for being a Dan member, of course, and for choosing Pat Metheny.
Yes, Colin, on top of being a friend and a very loyal subscriber, he is a Dan member on Patreon. And as a Dan member, you get access to one guaranteed song reaction per month. And this month he chose Cross the Heartland from the album American Garage, which features Pat Metheny, Lyle Mays, and Pat Metheny Group. 1979. This is an album opener, so I'm super excited. And of course, we're big Pat Metheny fans. We've shared before that his song was part of our wedding, you know, First Circle, right?
No, First Circle, no. It was,
I know. I was like,
it's just one word.
Yeah.
It's called,
Brother.
If you pull it up, it's with Richard Bona, and we will recognize it immediately, but it's not coming to my mind, obviously. Pat Metheny, Richard Bona. I think it's called like.
Oh, it's on this album. Oh wait. Oh brother. Oh, it's on this album.
Yeah.
You. Exactly. You, of course.
It's kind of hard to remember because it's just you.
Yeah.
That was the song that Alexia chose for her walk when she walked up the stairs.
And down the aisle.
And I was just like, oh my God. That was something. No, and then I remember that night I listened to that song maybe 10 times. But you see, even then you can't remember stuff. We both couldn't remember because it's not something like, I don't know, like a sentence, you know?
Yeah,
like
or just a super famous song.
Yeah.
You know, it's a deep cut there. But anyway.
Listen to You.
Yes, Listen to You by Pat Metheny Group. Thank you guys for joining us, and let's get started. Cross the Heartland.
I love it. Okay, let's go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Bass. Let's see who's in it.
Wow.
That bass.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow, what an ending. I love that.
God.
What did you think?
I mean, there's so much to talk about. It's ridiculous. Like the whole, just the style of music that it is, you know, in the late 70s. I'm sure, I'm like positive he's like my favorite American guitar player. I mean, maybe that's a little bit, you know, but I think he is because without, you know, going in and out of genres, because there's so many different styles of guitar players. But even though he's a jazz player, but I think for me his voice is so unique, and even in the 70s. He sounded just like he sounds.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. He
throughout his
sounds
career.
like Pat Metheny.
Yes,
Just-
you hear him and it's like, that's Pat Metheny. That's his language, the way he plays, the way he sounds, even though he's using all sorts of effects, but he just has his voice so established.
Absolutely.
Already.
And this is only their second studio album of Pat Metheny Group. So yeah,
Like,
I'm
wow.
super impressed. I love the album opener. I love the entire song throughout. Lyle was doing such cool things, and we looked up the personnel on bass is Mark Egan and Dan Gottlieb on drums.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone was just top notch.
I love
amazing music.
Six-
Can express so much with being instrumental.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
that beautiful theme
yeah.
they had going on.
Yes.
I can
hear it. Yes.
And almost like, you know, to like it could be like a theme to like, you know, like you watch these sitcoms, you know, and they have these little themes going
like
on.
older ones? Or?
No, like, you know, that one with Beaverhausen, what's her name?
Oh, Will and Grace.
And it's a very jazzy, like,
yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
And I felt like, not that this was very, like, it had this beautiful theme throughout, it's just a very happy theme.
Yeah.
And I love that was also, there was sudden like elements where it was a little bit more serious.
Yes.
The music, there was like this, I don't know what it was, but it sounded like almost like a bass with some effect on there, or it could have been a guitar in a different tuning. But I do see there's 6 and 12 strings electric and acoustic guitars being used, used, and then you have the Oberheim synthesizer. The synth in here sounded very interesting.
I know.
Almost like the synth that you guys were listening to yesterday, in that da-da-da-dum,
Cars.
da-da-da-da-dum. It was just the time, you know, to experiment with these things, and it's just such a great time lapse of music where it wasn't weird to sound like this, you know, like it was just
good
normal.
to go outside.
Yeah, now people play it very safe, and they use the same kind of like effects and just whatever feels comfortable, and nobody uses like the old sounding stuff because that sounds old. Yeah, you know, and unfortunately, for some people, but for me, like it makes, you know, and this whole thing, like this whole improvisation and the whole thing was just wonderful.
I enjoyed it so
Pat
much.
Metheny is just a pleasure.
As I knew I would, yes, because Pat has never let us down. We've done a lot of Pat Metheny on the channel, and it's just been such a blessing. And thank you, Colin, for bringing him back to us, because it has been a little while since our last Pat Metheny reaction. Not so long, but we did go a little while there with a big hiatus, just because we got a whole bunch at the same time. I think Mauricio.
No, but shout out to Mauricio for honestly getting us into the Pat Metheny experience, and also a lot of good friends from there, you know. I think the jazz world has really treated us with a lot of love. Oh yeah. And I think we're a channel that doesn't shy away from doing jazz reactions.
Absolutely not.
And yeah,
I think people enjoy that, and I hope that you guys enjoyed that today. If you did, please give the video a like. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. What does this song mean to you? What trivia do you know that you want to like enlighten us with?
Oh my God. Before we stop, can I tell you something?
Sure.
That is so funny. This image here, this screams US.
I know. I thought about that. And it's called American Garage.
Yeah. Not just because of that, but just the sidewalk, but it looks like Mexico. And you see this as like an antenna, right? And I was thinking about that the entire time. This is like
it's a cable.
It's a cable that's basically attached so the pole doesn't tip over, right? When there's weather and there's hurricanes or whatever. So I remember some genius installed this thing like that, like not like this. This is almost, I mean, you can still, if you don't look and you're on a bike, you know, and I don't know, I was a kid on my bike
in Germany or where?
No, in Mexico.
In Mexico. Okay.
And I hit this thing with the, you know, with my, what is it called?
Like the steering wheel?
The steering rod or whatever it's called from my bike.
Yeah.
And I flew up that bike
Oh,
I don't know, like
no.
4 meters. And it's so funny because Leonardo,
Okay.
and I think another good friend, I don't remember who I was with, I think Juvenal, they saw me. And I just leapt
Oh my gosh.
from my bike off into like the street, and they couldn't stop laughing. And I was so mad because I was like, who could in their right mind would install?
So was it in the middle of the sidewalk?
Yes, like this.
Okay.
Like, also, this is the sidewalk and this is the thing.
Oh my gosh.
So it literally, like, you had to duck under it, obviously, in Mexico.
Yeah.
This would not happen in Germany, you know. It would not happen. It is a hazard.
Very Mexican thing.
Yeah.
To have
So
and
then when I saw that on the cover, I was like, wow, yeah, I remember when you drive into that.
Crazy.
Going 10 miles an hour,
or
whatever you go on a bike.
Man. Wow.
And but it was just a funny tale that I wanted to share.
That's funny that it made you think of that. Because, I noticed that in the image too, and I was like, this looks very U.S. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Thank you for sharing this moment. Thank you, Colin, for this wonderful request and all of your love and support. We're so grateful to have you as a friend, as a supporter, subscriber, and just dear person in our lives. So thank you so much, and we hope to see you all in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.